Hello. This week I will be doing my discussion on the Watchmen film and how it relates to the comic. First and foremost, it is generally accepted that Alan Moore isn't exactly the biggest fan of the film adaptation of The Watchmen because he believes that cinema is absolutely incapable of adequately adapting any story specifically made for comics. For the most part, I do believe that his reasons are valid, considering that it is entirely possible that since movies try to compact stories into just a few hours, the overall message that the source material is attempting to convey does not get developed into its full potential. Another reason Moore and many others may not have liked the film was because of its focus on the action rather than fully developing fully fleshed out characters like the comic does. For example, many were critical of the scene where Rorschach is getting psychologically analyzed because it does not get as much attention as the comic gives it, and it paints Rorschach as this violent and angry seeker of justice rather than the deep and cold vigilante that is given up on seeing the good in people because of his past experiences. Though I do find Moore's criticisms of the movies quite odd, considering he's never actually seen the movie, but I guess he anticipated it to be the same old song and dance he went through when his other works were adapted into movies. Personally, I believe that the movie didn't do a horrible job of adapting the source material. In fact, I think they took a couple of artistic liberties that added to the film rather than took away from it. For example, two key differences that I thought were interesting changes were one being Daniel witnessing the death of Rorschach, a longtime mentor and comrade of his, rather than spending his death with Laurie inside and not witnessing it. And the second one was framing Dr. Manhattan in order to unify the different countries. The second change made I feel like it made the unification seem more realistic within the actual story rather than some random alien attack. Though I do admit that the movie has its problems, mainly the way it presents its themes. For example, the movie did not dwell on the fact that the authority of the Watchmen was being put into question by the general public because of their questionable actions and shaky morals. This impactful part of the story was merely mentioned in passing for the most part, which I felt took away a bit of the meaning that the original work had been revered for. As for the third question, in the opening scene, the beginning seems to illustrate the golden age of vigilante heroism, with everything going right and the Japanese surrendering and all's happy in the United States. But as the scene rolls on, the idea of vigilantism begins to be eclipsed by the heroes falling apart, either by death or by being taken away to some insane asylum. The song that was used in the opening scene seemed to be structured in the same fashion. It started off promising and gleeful, but it then emphasized how the good times have been turned into grim times, and they keep getting exacerbated by their diminishing morals and circumstances. The times are changing. I believe that telling a story through music is one of the advantages that movies have over comic books. That is all. Thank you.